是应用英语系的郭老师。我们今天国际研讨会要来进行直播，欢迎大家一起加入我们。等一下我们会有 Donna Anderson 从美国蒙大拿大学来的教授还有我们系上的外籍老师，还有我们的学生来做分享。OK， 好，那我们一起来看哦。好，这是我们所有的老师、学还有主讲者都在这里。我们副校长、我们主任，对，还有我们的主持人，马上就要活动马上就要开始了。近一点来看一下我们的主持人。
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, distinguished guests, teachers, and students. It is a great pleasure for me to welcome you to 2024 宏国德霖University of Technology International Education Forum。早安，各位贵宾，欢迎参加2024宏国德霖科技大学的国际教育研讨会。I'm Brian from the Applied English Department, and this is my honor to serve as your host for today's forum. Before we start the conference, I would like to take a moment to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guests joining us today. 接下来我们介绍贵宾致辞。First, I would like to introduce our Vice President, Ellen Shang. 让我们欢迎张增伟副校长为我们致辞。
各位亲爱的师长、各位同学，早安。It's my honor to introduce Donna Anderson. I'm so glad that you can be here to give our very exciting speech. And I know you guys are expecting a typhoon, but we don't have holiday today. Don't worry, it's coming soon. Okay, your team is very exciting, and we always want to give you some outstanding speech. And I think for our school, it's our honor that we can invite Donna to be here, give us a very exciting, very excellent speech. It's huge, especially for understanding international education. Education is very, we need a strong, educated course, and you guys are very lucky to be here to join this speech. And I hope the speech can go smooth, and 预祝所有的活动顺利圆满成功。谢谢。
And next, let's welcome our honorable guest from the University of Montana, Professor Donna Anderson. Let's welcome.
So, good morning, everyone. It is my honor and pleasure to be here today, and I want to thank you all for inviting me as the esteemed scholar this week to celebrate Constantine Wynn's International Week International Education Forum. I am thrilled that we have, between our two institutions, had a partnership now for 21 years, since 2003. And it's just an honor to be here for the first time. It's my first time in Taiwan. It won't be my last time in Taiwan. And I think this is just a special time for us to celebrate the long-standing relationship that we have with each other. And I look forward to telling you more.
Thank you. And next, let's welcome our chair lady, Christine Young, to give us the welcome speech.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you all for coming today. Our distinguished guest, far away from the United States, she has traveled over 20 hours in order to be in宏国德霖. So let's welcome Donna again for her far-away travel, and also our Vice President. Okay, he has been really busy, but even there's a typhoon coming, but he is still here early this morning to share and to learn with us today. Okay, and thank you for all the speakers and all of my colleagues and students for your hard work and participation today that I hope will benefit a lot. And then from Donna's speech and also other teachers sharing. And also we have Erica, where are you? Okay, who will share us about her summer life in University of Montana. 再次欢迎，谢谢大家光临，那也很感谢老师们跟同学们的协助哦。好，那就谢谢大家。
Thank you. Now, our first speaker today is Professor Anderson, who will present on the topic of understanding international education, a U.S. perspective. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Thank you, everyone, and it's a pleasure again to be here. I wanted to start by giving just a little background about who I am. I think it's important for us to understand our positionality when we talk about our professions and our research. So I have been in the field of international education since about 1998 and have been at 3 different institutions in the United States in these various roles. So I started at one of the small private colleges in the upper Midwest and worked there as the director of the study abroad programs. And then I moved to a university, a state university. It's a 4-year campus that has master's level programs, and served there for 17 years as the senior international officer and director of international programs. And then I moved to, and I was at the University of Wisconsin, Platteville. And then I moved to Montana, and to where I currently am at the University of Montana, where I serve as the Senior International Officer and Executive Director of the Global Engagement Office. And the reason I wanted to share this with you is that in the United States, higher education is fairly complicated. We have many different institution types, as I think you do here as well. And each of those institutions has different capabilities and resources to implement international education on their campuses. So today, I'll be talking about the perspective of international education from the University of Montana's perspective. So just a quick overview of the presentation. I'll start by introducing the University of Montana to you, because I think it's important for all of us to understand the sense of place. You can see visually and hear the voices of those from your campus. It gives you a better understanding of the lived reality of those on that campus and what it feels like to be on that campus. Then I'll talk about the importance of international education. Even today, now that we're in a post-pandemic world, what does that mean? How has international education changed since the pandemic? Montana, some key features of U.S. higher education, for those of you who maybe are less familiar with the higher education system in the United States. Like I mentioned before, it's fairly complex. We have more than 2,000 institutions, higher education institutions in the United States, which can be quite overwhelming to navigate for international students. Talk a little bit about popular fields of study in the United States from an international student perspective, and share some data there from the Institute for International Education, or IIE. This organization puts out an Open Doors report every year and gives a snapshot of what student mobility looks like to and from the United States. We'll talk a little bit about cultural exchange and diversity in the U.S., challenges for international students in the United States, and opportunities for collaboration between our institutions, and just from a U.S. perspective. I'll close out with some information about success stories of Taiwanese international students who have come to the U.S., completed their degrees, and come back to Taiwan to be very successful. And then we'll touch on future trends in international education. So I'm going to start by sharing with you a video clip. This is actually Hollywood produced video called The College Tour. This aired on Amazon Prime during kind of at the end of the pandemic. And it gives a nice overview of our campus. I'm not going to show the full 51 minutes, don't worry. But I do want to show you the introduction and the first student that's highlighted in the video, because she does a really nice job of capturing what it's like to be a student at the University of Montana. Please enjoy.
Welcome everyone to the University of Montana in beautiful Missoula. Montana's flagship research university offers an impressive array of programs, facilities, and exceptional experiential learning opportunities. The University of Montana acknowledges that we are in the Aboriginal territories of the Salish and Kalispel people. Today, we honor the path they have always shown us in caring for this place for the generations to come. Nestled in the heart of western Montana, this mountain campus spans 56 acres at the base of Mount Sentinel along the Clark Fork River. But students at the University of Montana consider the entire state their classroom. I'm your host, Alex Boylan, and over the next hour, we're going to show you all of it. You'll meet students from across the U.S. and the world who are maximizing their Montana experience and hear their stories of exploration, academic achievement, and adventure. Is an education under the big sky right for you? This episode will open your eyes to the ways a UM education can connect you and your career goals and deliver opportunities to change the world. Welcome to the University of Montana. This is the College Tour. Let's get to it. You all ready? We have Arwen on deck. Arwen is from Idaho, but she has deep roots in Montana and a special connection to the university. Arwen is studying musical theater and English literature, and when she's not in class, you'll find her outdoors soaking up all the outdoor recreation Western Montana has to offer. Take it away, Arwen.
Thank you, Alex, and hello, everyone. Welcome to Montana. This is where my grandparents met, and I am happy to share my perspective on the University of Montana as a third-generation student. I always knew that I wanted to be a performer and a writer. When I toured campus, I learned that UM offers creative challenges and intellectual opportunities, and a deeply connected community. At the School of Theater and Dance, I performed in 5 theater productions, helped write musicals, tried my hand at opera, taken dance classes, and performed my own choreography, and got to learn from seasoned professionals. is also home to the Montana Repertory Theater, a professional touring company that offers hands-on experiences for students. Here at I've also had the chance to connect my interest in ecology with my major in literature, taking classes like eco-criticism and exploring the environmental humanities. Some of my poetry and photos were even published in UM's literary magazine, The Oval. So, if you want to blend arts and culture and outdoor recreation like this, Missoula is the place for you. We enjoy hiking, skiing, backpacking, rock climbing, kayaking. You can hike up Mount Sentinel to watch the sunset or drive just 10 minutes to Patty Canyon or the Rattlesnake Recreation Area. There are tons of hot springs in the area and huge swaths of public land. Or you can just walk down to the Clark Fork and enjoy an evening paddle or swim. The University of Montana has helped me make strides in my chosen fields of study, and has helped me clarify the kind of person I want to be. I don't have to choose between the arts and ecology, or between a thriving city center and a connection to Western wilderness. It's all here at my back door, literally. Back to you, Alex.
So, I think that gives a really nice taste of the University of Montana and what we're about. We are about the environment. We are about outdoor living. We are about global connections, and we're about helping students realize their full potential. So I wanted to just share that with you, and then let's introduce you a little bit more to the university. So for those of you who are not familiar, we are located up here, about an 8-hour drive from Seattle. And this is in the upper Rocky Mountain region, so the Rocky Mountains span all the way up this direction. And just a beautiful setting for students to come and live and learn and be immersed in a U.S. culture. We talked a little bit in the video about the geography of this place. So we're nestled in the Missoula River Valley, which is the confluence of 5 valleys and 4 mountain ranges. The river that runs through the center of the city is known for its fly fishing. So people are constantly there fishing right next to campus, and campus is literally right here. So when Arlen said in the video that sometimes during class or between classes she can go down to the river and paddleboard or go tubing, it is literally right there. So the University of Montana is what's called an R1 or high research institution. And we are number 6 currently in the nation in research growth, which means that our year-over-year research dollars that are coming in continue to increase. We are number 1 in public service, which we're very proud of. There's a lot of focus, not only at the University of Montana, but within the Missoula community on service. So a lot of organizations, non-government organizations, when the students from DeLynn come to the University of Montana, they are participating in service as well. The group this summer, I believe, spent some time at the homeless shelter, spent some time at the food bank, and spent some time, I think, at the Peace Farm at our organic farm. We have a couple of our alumni in the room today. And then we have, we really put a large emphasis on global. So our students are participating in study abroad, exchange. They are doing short-term programs during the summer. They're doing long-term programs during the semester or during the academic year. We have over 90 active exchange partner institutions worldwide, which is quite a feat. We have most of our incoming international student diversity is coming as a result of those partnerships. And that's something that we hope to achieve with DeLynn as well. Just a little bit about the composition of our campus. We have close to 11,000 students on campus, both undergraduate and graduate. About 7,000 are, these statistics are last year's, we're a little bit higher now. About 7,000 undergraduate, 3,000 graduate. 70% of our classes have 30 students or less in them. So even though it's a mid-sized university, research university, it feels small and personal, like a college. And our students at the undergraduate level get to know their faculty, have opportunities to engage in undergraduate research with their faculty, and get to know their faculty and be mentored by their faculty. Just a little bit about the majors and minors that are offered on our campus. We have College of Arts and Media, College of Business, College of Education, Forestry and Conservation. In fact, our Forestry and Conservation College hosts the #1 wildlife biology program in North America. And you can probably tell from the landscape, we have a lot of large mammals that are in this region of the United States. Grizzly bears, black bears, elk, different varieties of deer, moose. So wildlife biology is very popular on our campus. We have a College of Health and pre-professional programs in all of the colleges. Of course, College of Humanities and Sciences. Missoula College Missoula College is our 2-year college that is embedded within our 4-year campus. And it sits just adjacent to our 4-year campus. This is a wonderful opportunity for students who maybe only want an associate's degree, they want to learn a trade, they want to go then directly into the workforce, or they want to start at the 2-year campus and then transfer to the 4-year campus, which they can do seamlessly for their degree program. The other thing that this really helps us to achieve is our goal for inclusive prosperity. So we are all about access. Even though we are a top research university attracting top-notch students from all over the state of Montana and beyond, we are also accessible to all students, regardless of their socioeconomic background or whether or not their parents went to college. Kind of along those same lines, we have something called the investment. And these are resources and offices that we have on campus that are there specifically to help make sure that our students can achieve what they came to achieve. So achieving their degree, achieving learning a trade, something so that they can go on and have productive lives and make the lives of their families better as well. So we have a 4-year graduate guarantee program for students who want to come in and be done in 4 years so that they're not spending a lot of tuition dollars along the way. We have that option, that pathway. We have a wellness program for students, including dedicated wellness counselors for each of the colleges on campus. We also have a dedicated wellness counselor for our international students. We have Student Success Center for Internships, so kind of along that line of our students being highly engaged in volunteerism. We also have high engagement with experiential learning practices. So a lot of students are doing internships, they're doing service learning, they're studying abroad. We also have the Elevate You Career Exploration Program, which every year of a student's path, they have specific programs that they participate in to prepare them for the workforce. Our international students also have that program, plus additional counseling for their optional practical training and their curricular practical training, which they can do on their F1 visa. We have an Office for Disability Equity, which helps to assure that all students have access to the materials and the resources that they need to complete their degree. And then the Grizz Skills Certificate, which is a certificate program where they can showcase the skills that they're gaining through the career exploration declaration for the internships components. So let's shift a little bit and talk about the importance of international education. When we talk about international education, it often spills over into talking about internationalization. And internationalization is higher education's answer to globalization. So it's the way that higher education has helped us to address globalization and to be prepared for our students living in a global society. And so we have, as you know, increasing interconnectivity in the world. I think this was expanded even further during the pandemic when we were all moving online. I don't know how it was here at Dillon, but we, at that time, really became engaged with even more not only our existing partners